What is up, guys? It is Slick or Slickmuff here, back again with another video. Got my window open here in the great state of North Carolina. It's a beautiful day out and it's kind of hot in my room in the middle of January. But anyway, I want to show you the Injustice 2 gear system. And I have the most items for Batman and Supergirl. So I thought I would show you, sort of give you a glimpse into it. You know, we've heard a lot about the gear system. We know how it works, but we haven't really, seen gameplay until now. So I wanted to really show you, like, how this all works and what this means. So here we see 4 different abilities, okay? Strength, ability power, defense, and health. Your health is basically the bar and the top. If you get hit, your health bar goes down. Very simple. Defense is not the same thing. Defense is if you get hit, your bar will go down less. Health means you just have more health. You have more HP. More HP points, they have to hit you more. Defense, they have to hit you more simply because of the fact that they do less damage because you have better armor, if that makes sense. It's kind of confusing. It's the same sort of thing. But we can see, I don't have a ton of items. I'll show you Supergirl is who I have the most for. This looks a lot to me like the classic Injustice cowl. This one, it's kind of like, I like the eyes, or I kind of like the idea of the glowing eyes. I think it's a little bit goofy, just maybe a little bit. That's all, unfortunately, I have for the cowl. These two look very... I think they're the same thing, except this one has 9 ability power. There's also some gear pieces that will actually, if you equip them, they do negative things. So they don't do anything besides, like, -5 ability power, which is kind of weird. Maybe that... actually, maybe not. Maybe... We'll see about that. I might have read that wrong. Here's the different. See that's kind of weak sauce there. Gotham's Defender, but this one, that's fucking legit right there. Now that'll stop a bullet. We can see, but one of the things I don't like is that you actually have to press A to get it. Like you actually have to equip it to see it. I wish that you could kind of just scroll through and it would just show you. That's, in my opinion, the coolest. I just go through and kind of pick what I think is the coolest. I think that's coolest there. So you have the cowl, the chest piece, the arms, the legs, and then like the belt. In the case of Superman or Supergirl, it's the S. Okay, so that's basically how that works. You can see a legendary. So there's legendary items. There's epic. There's like common, and I think maybe one more. So I can show you what the difference. See, it's just like hockey pads or something like that. And the coolest ones are the ones that do the most damage. So if you see a guy that looks really cool, he's gonna whoop your ass because he does more damage than you. You're gonna get smacked basically. Gotham Defender belt, that's pretty cool. I guess that's the only one I have. It's the basic one. And you can change the colors. You can see all those empty color palettes. I imagine that might be DLC, hopefully free DLC. The only thing I do wish you could mix it up a little bit more, and I wish that you could choose the individual color of the gear piece. That's something I want to see done in the future, where basically the only thing you have to have it within a shade of like 2 or 3 colors they demand, right? So this is like brown and gray, white, and black, I guess. I wish I could just choose the color. Like, can I just have a bright red chest? You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be cool. It might break the immersion a little bit, but I don't know. So we'll save that. That'll be my Batman. Now let's take a look at Supergirl. So you have different loadouts. It's like Call of Duty. It's kind of cool. So here's my main loadout. That's the default there. This is my main Supergirl loadout. I'm trying to get it as close as I can to the New 52 Supergirl. Not quite there. The arm things are cool. They're actually a bonus. New 52 Supergirl will actually have even like less clothes on than what I have her here, but I do really like the New 52 skin. I think that this will give me so that's plus ability power. You see like items like this, I mean they don't do anything. It's plus 1 defense. You can see here as a legendary item, again, if you look cool, the cooler you look, the more damage you do. I mean, like you can just see it here. Like this will give you extra ability power, defense, and health. And then this will give you 13 extra strength. So strength is just you hit harder is basically what it is. And you can go through and click like that. So we can see here, again, I do wish that... Oh, that's kind of cool. What did that do? I don't know. Pants there. I gotta say, I think no, that's kind of too fancy. I don't know how her knee things are there. And then you have the... Kara's crest. So it actually changes the look of the guys. I like the bright gold better. And then once again, the same sort of thing. You can't like the colors are kind of like I wish you could change the color for the individual gear piece, you know what I mean? So then we can create another Supergirl. So you can have different loadouts. So let's say that I'm playing against Atrocitus, and this Atrocitus is decked out with a lot of gear. Actually, make it simple. Let's say we're playing against Batman. Batman is a character that's really good at close range. Okay, so I'm going to want to zone him. And if I want to zone him, that means that I'm going to pick gear that is not heavy on defense. So for example, I have this gear piece. I have this is a rare item. It has a lot of defense, 39 defense. So you think I would obviously choose that, right? Well, if I'm playing against Batman, that means I'm going to zone him. I want to have ability power. The ability power is like in my laser vision. So when I hit him with lasers, he'll, you know, that sort of stuff. The strength is like when I punch him, right? So Batman, you're going to want to go high on strength, low on ability power. Although he does throw batarangs, which is an ability power sort of thing. But even though you would think the obvious choice would be to pick the item that gives me extra defense, I'm actually going to pick this item. So this is going to be fighting my people that I want to zone, that I want to do heavy, zoning damage to. And then we can see here, the same sort of thing. I could go strength. This is probably what I would do. Go for extra ability power and defense and health in the event that Batman can get close to me and sort of juggle me. Maybe something like that as well. We can go for that. We can see here, adding on top of that in terms of ability power, you probably select that. And you can do that. You can do a very systematic way of combating certain characters. So, this, if I can name the class, you can probably, do you want to save? Yes. Save that as 2. What is that? Oh, I don't need that. If you press triangle, it'll pull it. What the fuck? That's stupid. And then you can rotate your character around and take a look at it. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So once again, it'll show here. It should load. Actually, it's not loading. Where the character is on the right, it should load. But you can see there's Supergirl number 1 and Supergirl number 2. They look kind of similar. I did a lot of the same thing, mainly because the main Supergirl that I used is the one with the most amount of damage. But there you pretty much have it, the way that the gear system works. We'll go back to, let's show Atrocitus. I don't really have any gear for him. I am interested to see how the gear works for him. You can actually have gear for Dex here, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's sweet. Look at what I'm doing to Dex. Oh, that's fucking cool. The gear system's great. I mean, you guys are going to love the gear system. I do hope they have a little bit more color differentiation there. That would be really cool. And I don't know what this is. Ability? I think that you can unlock abilities, which might be problematic for the balance of the game. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it. The gear system is just fucking great. It's so cool. It's the coolest part of the game. Newest addition to the game. And I just absolutely love it. So there's character 1. There's character 2. This game is just great, guys. I hope y'all get a hand, on a beta code soon enough. And this is just a demo of the gear. This is not even a fraction of the gear in the game. Again, NetherRealm games usually come out in April, but if we have to wait an extra month for thousands of gear pieces to deck out our characters, it's cool. I've seen some crazy shit already versus Batman. I don't even know where they get some of these gear. If you play a lot, you're rewarded. So, just great. I'm loving the game so far, guys. I think you guys are going to as well. The gear system is the single best new aspect of this game. It's just amazing. There maybe is some balance concerns. I know for a fact I've beaten people that are better than me because my Supergirl was better than their Supergirl and I did more damage to them. That's a concern that, you might want to look into. But there is that game mode where ultimately, you can play without the gear having increased, damage on you and that sort of stuff. So that is my demo and just sort of a glimpse into the gear system. I want to actually show you how this works. What does the menu of the game look like? You can see it right here. Injustice 2 online beta is watermarked at the top. The options, you can just change the audio and stuff like that. Customize characters online. I imagine it's going to be more in depth. You can go online and select different modes and stuff like that in the main game. But for that is it for the beta. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to check me out on Twitter, oh excuse me, I'm burping. Check that link in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next one.